I'm back with another triggering topic. Now, I'm going to tell y'all off top that this is very triggering, but I have got to show it to y'all so that you guys know the trouble that we are seriously in. Please watch this.
Defense of black women. They're the most loyal to black men. They'll die for black men, and they've loved me the most. Period. I said everything that I said, but these women will stop going on the girls' trips to be with a black man, right? That is the case. But the thing is, and it's not fair. Black women experience racism. They experience all of these different things, but guess what? The other women don't. So they're ready to be submissive. They're ready to just. They have no care in the world. They just. It's just easier to be with them. And again, it's not fair, but it's just reality because black women have it the hardest in the world. So when it comes time to marriage, the white girls and the Asian girls, it's easy to do it because they don't need to heal. But if you want to be with a black woman, you have to walk her through. Like, you have to really be part of her journey.
Now, when I say that this had me smoking hot, baby, I mean smoking hot. First of all, this black man is talking about the effects of racism and how it affects black women negatively as if he is not a black man and is not at the mercy of the same racism. And it also causes effects on the black man as well. So what are those effects that the black woman is willing to overlook and tolerate to help you through your journey? The fact that he has no problem saying this insensitive, weak BS on a white person's platform is utterly disturbing. And no matter how many black men show themselves to be highly disloyal to black women and black women not behaving in the same manner, people will still try to ignore it. And this is not new. Black men, unfortunately, have always had these issues. Let me show y'all a clip from way back in the day. Please watch this.
Jim, do black men marry white women because of the nature of black women? You've said in some of our earlier conversations that black women seem to be uptight. Uptight about what?
Uptight about their position in society. There are many, because I'm generalizing now, many are overreacting against Aunt Jemima, the Aunt Jemima image, the submissive Mother Earth type, unselfish, all giving, especially all giving to the white man, sexually and in the kitchen, every other way. And she's also overreacting against the problem of having to be the breadwinner, the matriarch of the house. The myth of the black matriarch is really a myth because she is not. It wasn't her choice. She would always have preferred the black male to have run the house, to have saved her from white rapists, white slave owners, you know.
Now, as you can see in this video from the late 1960s, nothing has changed. This damaged thought process and this pathology of the black male was prevalent then, and it's prevalent now. And yes, that's James Earl Jones, Mr. Darth Vader himself. Now, he said that black women are uptight because they are fighting against stereotypes and the images of being an Aunt Jemima and the white man's sexual toy, which is a very dangerous stereotype, might I add. Now, he acknowledged that black women have had a hard time and they were unprotected and they were becoming militant only to try to make a place for themselves in society. But he was not up for it because they were too uptight. So he would rather marry a white woman that didn't have that trauma or experience those things so that he can live in a fantasy world about the true state of our community and the true reality of life for him as a black man. And when I say that we have a problem with the men in our community, I mean we have a problem with the men in our community. And before the Not All Men Brigade comes in, let me say I am totally aware that not all black men are like this. But we have got to stop fronting and pretending that a large portion of the black men in our community are not just like this. Until we acknowledge that black women have been unprotected since we were brought here, Until we admit that black women have always been the backbone of the black community and the most loyal, and until we admit that that energy was oftentimes not returned, until we admit that black women have always been the matriarchs and breadwinners and it had nothing to do with welfare or taking the fathers out of the home, until we admit that black women did not even want to be that way, but they had no choice, we will never get anywhere. Until we can get black men to be loyal, until we can get black men to not use other races of women as pawns to escape their feelings of powerlessness and oppression, the black community is doomed. And I fear that it will never be repaired. But I digress. Please drop me a 5 in the comments if you watched this whole video. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support me getting my podcast popping, then please just do me a free favor, which will help me a lot too. Subscribe to my YouTube and drop me a like. And as always, drop your thoughts down below.